It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomeranz. Thank you so much for joining us again. Our guest is Ben Goldfarb. Ben is the founder and CEO of AltUse.com. I have to admit, I love your site.
Well,
I think it is a phenomenal use of the World Wide Web. What is AltUse.com?
Well, AltUse is the world's largest collection of alternative uses. So it's all about products and using them other than how they're originally sold or marketed. Classic example I like to give is hairspray, typically used to style your hair, but we have a lot of other uses for hairspray.
Such as?
Such as removing a stain on your shirt. Sometimes us gentlemen put a pen in our pocket and we get a big ink stain. Well, hairspray is one way you can try to get that stain out.
I was looking at your website, and there were some products that I saw you gave alternate uses for, and I kind of knew them, but there were some that I had no idea, and I want to talk to you about some of them today, such as vodka. I mean, come on, Ben. What could you use vodka for other than getting hammered?
Well, some of these alternative uses I recommend using the cheaper vodka for.
Fair enough, but honestly, what can you use vodka for that is not for inebriation?
Great to clean your eyeglasses.
Really?
Yes, so you've got to clean your glasses, you've got some vodka handy, put on a rag and you can clean your glasses.
There's more.
There's more. If you have a Band-Aid, sometimes you get a Band-Aid stuck on your skin, soak it with a little bit of vodka, helps remove that Band-Aid pretty easily.
Okay. I happen to love the smell of oranges, and my mother always taught me to put orange peels into the garbage disposal. It will make the room smell better, but there is a creature that hates the smell of orange peels, and so what's an alternative use of orange peels?
Well, if you have an ant trail coming into your house or something like that, put the orange peels out there by that ant trail, and the ants will go someplace else. So it's a great way to get rid of ants coming into your house.
And the reality is, we like the smell, they don't. It's a win-win. It's like a perfumery for the entire home while the ants are going away.
And clearly an alternative use for an orange peel.
And we are heading into the hot summer months, so that definitely will be helpful because that's when the ants really come out. I never really learned how to shave that well, and I'm constantly cutting myself. And I'm looking for ways to, stop that nick from bleeding. And apparently chapstick is one way.
Right. Sometimes a gentleman or a woman could get a little nick when they're shaving, and a little bit of chapstick can stop that bleeding. I mean, obviously if it's pouring out.
I believe it. I believe it.
And another use for chapstick, some people color their hair, and you can put a little chapstick on your scalp and such that it keeps the hair dye from sticking or getting on staining your head.
Someone needs to know about that, and that would be me. So I won't talk about my hair coloring.
I
That's
won't
a whole
talk
other
about that
conversation.
either, bro.
How did you think about this website? How did this all come to be for you?
It's I worked in the food business for many, many years for a major food company. And learned a lot about consumer packaged goods, consumer products. I launched over 100 websites working for that company. So I've always been interested in the internet. And then even going further back, way back in the early 80s, I had a business installing solar swimming pool heaters. So
You're a green guy from the get-go.
I go back even before green was popular.
Right, exactly.
In the sense it was a bit subversive in those days.
Now, you have, I guess, 2,000 products on your website, 5,000 alternative uses. Is it a wiki in that anyone could put an alternative use, or do you work as the editor-in-chief?
Right, we're trying to tap into the knowledge of the world, so anybody can upload an alternative use that they learn from their grandmother, they do it in their house or with their kids, what have you. Anybody can upload an alternative use. Of course, every alternative use is reviewed and edited before it gets live, but anybody can put them up.
In our final moments, mashed potato spuds. What's this for? Alternative use?
Well, certainly you can eat them, but a great alternative use for instant mashed potatoes is in your garden. If you have rodents, gophers, squirrels, what have you, they put those mashed potatoes out there. It's non-toxic to the environment. It's not like putting DDT or something like that out there. But those rodents are not going to like the instant mashed potatoes. Great alternative use.
You're a good man, Ben Goldfarb. Your website is altuse.com. I'm Brad Pomeranz. Thank you for joining us on Local Edition.